Welcome everyone to Icky Chic Designs. This is Linda, and I'm here to talk about how I created this daisy pink slow stitch kit. I love pinks and greens together, and I thought that this was a complementary color combination that would look pretty in just about anything you wanted to do with it. It'd make a great junk journal cover. It would make a really pretty pillow cover. It would be gorgeous framed, put in a little girl's room, bathroom, just anywhere that you needed a splash of color and floral to brighten up your day. There's so many things that you can do with these slow stitch projects when you get through with them. Excuse me. Now the kit that I started with, as you may know, I make up the kits and then I use it myself to create the prototype to make sure that there is plenty of everything that you need here. It's not designed to have a lot of leftovers, but you will have some, depending on how you choose to design and layer up your fabrics. I may use a little more of one fabric, you may use a little more of the other, but combining all these different elements, we'll be able to create something really beautiful of your own. Now, I've had a couple of people not seem to understand that most of my kits do not come with templates or written instructions. Most of my kits come with video guidelines, walkthroughs. That's because I don't really want to encourage people to do the exact same thing. If you want to, that's fine. You can really emulate that all you want. But I like it when to encourage people to use their own talents to mix things up a little bit and to create the thing that they like better. For instance, this is a 5-petal flower. You may only want 4 petals. This is a 2-leaf stem. You may want 3 leaves. Yeah, you may want a square flower instead of a round one here. You may want 1 bud instead of 2. It's however you want to create yours is fine. Also, this flower really takes up the whole thing. You may want to make maybe 2 stems with 2 smaller flowers. So that's why I don't incorporate templates, because I free cut everything myself. I don't make templates. And I free cut what I want to do at the time. A lot of times what I will do on a piece of fabric that I'm going to work on is make a light pencil sketch, and that's what I use, and then I'll cover that with my elements. It never shows once you've put your elements over it, but that's sometimes if I want to kind of look at a design, I'll do it like that. But actually to work with templates, no. Because really, like a project like this, you can free cut a petal shape. You can free cut a circle, you can free cut a leaf shape. That's all that's on here. I don't think that templates are required for that. And the template would hold you to just exactly that size. And this way you can do what you want to. But anyway, I wanted to explain that a little bit. Layering. I decide, for instance, what's going to be my main back, the largest piece of my petal. And I have like three cut out of one fabric here, 2 cut out of a different fabric, and 1 cut out of a different fabric. And that's what I start with. Now, when I create these, I make 1 petal at a time by hand. I sew them and I layer them up and create 1 little petal at a time. And that way I feel like I get a lot of diversity and I don't repeat the same thing over and over again. And I think that's what really makes a piece interesting is when things are changed up and layering is changed up. Now, once I get my big pieces out, then I decide, what's my second largest piece and my third and fourth and fifth, how many I'm going to put on there. Let me show you a little closer what I'm talking about. For instance, this one has a background piece. It has another layer, that's 2, then another piece, that's 3, then another piece, that's 4, and then this green piece tucked in, that's 5. That's 5 different little pieces tucked in. Now, you'll find that after you cut some of your larger petals, you have these little pieces laying around. Well, those are the ones that I pick up and stick in a lot of times. I don't waste them if I can use them. And there is no craft police around, so no one to tell me how many layers I can or cannot have on a petal. This one has 3, this one has 5, this one has 3, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's whatever you want to do, okay? Same way with your circles. Whatever you want to create in the middle is fine. I love using yarns for texture, so I always incorporate them in my stems. To me, that's more interesting than just a plain green stem. Also with my leaves, this one is layered. On here, it has 4 actually layers of fabric on it. The round one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers with a little texture fiber on top. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Use your imagination. I find it easier to create each of these elements separately, one at a time, and then when I get ready, I sew them to the background. Okay. Now, I also I did my muslin to the pink by machine, but you can do it, of course, by hand. It makes no difference there. I just wanted to speed up the process, so that's why I did it like that. Let me see, what else do I need to explain or tell you? I really think that's all. Like I said, this came out of this kit. When you open it up, it doesn't look like much really, just a bunch of scraps. But when you take these and start working with them, that's all you need to make a project like this. And you don't need whole bunches of fabric left over. Because a lot of times let's say a piece like this. This was one of my accent pieces. Let's see, I only used it one time, and that's on this little front layer here. So I just simply cut out the shape I wanted and put it right there. Only used a little piece of that. This, as you can see, is some of the brighter color tones in there. So you can see that it's just a little bit here and there. The little shape in the middle is cut out of this piece right here. And then I add a little more embellishment. So you just need a little bit of several things to create a motif like this. So when you open your package, don't think, oh, I don't have enough. Yes, you do have enough. If I can create it, you can create it out of the same thing. Also, the threads. I use my thread. As you know, embroidery floss comes 6 strands of thread to the floss. I use 1 or 2 strands. The only time I will use 3 strands is sometimes when I'm doing French knots. I will do those in 3 strands. I never use more than that. The majority of all this work is done in 1 or 2 strands. So by the time you divide up these lengths of floss in one strand or two strand, you've got plenty of floss to work the whole area. 3 or 4 colors is sufficient. For the color tones, as you can see, I have all the color tones that are in there, a couple of shades of green, the pink, and the golden brown that kind of matches a little bit of this fabric here. Okay, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the comment section of the video. I'll be happy to answer them. And sometimes we have a question that I don't think about covering, so please don't hesitate to do that. Also, if you like the kits and you enjoy putting these things together, please tell your friends. I'm just getting started this month in my Etsy shop with my slow stitching kits. I've been for the past several years concentrating on junk journaling embellishments, but I wanted to change and do something different. So I'm designing these kits now. It's just really satisfying to just sit and have something in your lap that you're sewing on. It's great for people who travel too. You know, if you've got long commutes on planes and trains and cars and whatever, just take your little lap project with you. As you can see, you can put it in a little package. It doesn't take much, and you can just work on that whenever you want to, and it's very relaxing. It's a great beach project too, or beside the pool in a lounge, or just wherever you want to stretch out and relax. Put something in your lap and work on your little project. Okay, this is Linda, and again, thank you for being with me, and I hope you'll try out this project. I think it's beautiful. I love it, and I hope you'll love it too. Bye-bye.